What's going on again, everybody? In my last video I asked you guys to ask me some questions and I would answer them. I thought it would be a cool way for some of my new subscribers and even my old ones to get to know me just a little bit more. I got a few. YouTube kind of kicked the bucket that day. It was a bad upload day for a lot of people. Me and my buddies' videos were not hitting sub boxes and my video was stuck at 30 views for almost a whole day the day I uploaded it. And I'm not trying to complain or anything, but usually my videos do a little bit better than that. So not all of you saw the video. So feel free to ask more questions in this, and I will continue doing Q&A videos. But I'll just jump right into this with some of the comments I did get. First question, what do you plan on doing as a job? I mean, sure, you can make some money from YouTube, but you can't count on it. And that's very correct, especially with a small channel like me and a small commentator like myself. You do not make much. I can't stress that enough. I've said it multiple times. We really don't make much, and I don't really do it for the money. So I can't count on it at all. So I'm not trying to sound like a lazy bum here, but I'm not in a position right now in my life where a job is a necessity. I got a few possible options, but I'm not as old as a lot of you guys think. I'm also doing an after high school refresher course. It's kind of like a pre-college thing, and I'm still doing that until the end of the year, or until summer starts, whatever. That's when it ends, I think. Whatever, I don't know. And so I'm still doing that, and then I don't think I'm gonna go into college, but if I could, I don't know, maybe it's all speculation right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do appreciate the question. It was very good and very true. So I might finish up this class on online, and then if needed to, I can move on to online college, but that doesn't look like a possibility. Like I said, it's all speculation right now. I don't know where any of that will go, but we'll move on to this one. A lot of people know that I'm a big MMA and wrestling fan, so this guy asks, when did you start getting into WWE and UFC and all that shit? Well, another good question. I've been a wrestling fan almost my entire life, but I was never really a hardcore fan. I'd say, man, it was cool to like wrestling when I was little. My whole like 5th grade and 6th grade class, for those of you in the UK and other countries, you'll have to Google how young that is. I can't really put it into your guys' terms. But in 5th and 6th grade, man, it was cool to like wrestling. We would all just love it, man. By the time I was in 6th grade, I was a heavy fan of it. I was knowing about stuff that wasn't WWE, and it was just crazy. I knew about all these independent programs. And then I used to watch my grandpa watch UFC. I never actually watched UFC or MMA. I would watch my grandfather watch it, and Ken Shamrock was one of the first guys I ever saw. And I remember this one fight. I can't remember the two guys, but I just saw this fight, and I was watching it with my grandpa, or watching him watch it, and that shit made me a fan. How excited he got, and then the knockout, man, that shit made me a fan. So I've been a heavy MMA fan for, I don't know, I'd say like 6 years now. Man, I was like 12 and loving it and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know how young I was then when I got really into it, but it's been about 6 years, I'd say. Now I don't miss any cards. I know a lot of stuff. I can tell you a lot of information about it. Stuff like that, man. I don't know. But another question comes from my buddy. I'm not going to name everybody's names on these questions, though, guys. That's why I've been saying just guy, and stuff like that. Like, this guy asked this, because some people didn't want their names mentioned for some reason, so I'll just keep these all as just comments. But my buddy asked me, what do you like about the changes in YouTube? Now, you weren't very specific with this, so I don't know what you're trying to say, but here's my take on it. YouTube has really changed. It's become more like television, I guess you could say. There's people who are big channels that partner up with bigger companies and help them improve their content. And in a way, I really don't like that, because the idea behind YouTube that I really liked when it started was that this is all independent programming and independent entertainment, and you had to do everything on your own, and it was just a way to branch out and stuff like that. And now I feel like shit is getting too saturated with like TV action and stuff like that. I mean, those videos are entertaining, don't get me wrong, but I just like to watch the casual people, you know, the commentators and the people who just stick to vlogs, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just in my opinion, things get too TV-like. It's all I can say. Too movie-like. People just, I don't know, it's not the soul-based independent entertainment that it used to be. So as far as that change goes, I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't hate on it. I know you have to evolve to succeed in life. I know you have to evolve to get ahead. I know you have to evolve to do a lot of things, and YouTube's forever evolving, and sooner or later this shit is just going to be goddamn TV and television and, well, that's the same thing. Sorry, I meant to say TV and movies, but yeah. Alright, let me find me another comment. This is a pretty good one. Is your channel solely Call of Duty now, or will you go and do other games as well? Well, I just like to use Call of Duty as the backdrop for most of my commentaries. I've been running out of gameplay lately, so I don't know, man. I want to put Halo up. That's one of the questions I asked in the video that I put up a couple days ago was, do you guys mind if I use Halo as a backdrop as well? Let me know what you guys want, man. If you guys really want something, you can demand it, and then I'll do my best. Like, I got Far Cry 3. I'd like to do something on that, or just maybe use that as a backdrop for my commentaries. I don't know, man. I'm more of a topic commentator, so I just like to put something up as a backdrop and talk over it. Sometimes talk a little bit about gameplay, but if you guys demand stuff, you never know. I might bring it to you, and then as long as you guys support it, support what I do, I'm going to keep doing it. And Call of Duty seems to get the most support, so that's what I'm popping out, but I'll be using some Halo, I think. So go ahead and demand some games, whatever you guys want to do. And I'll probably end this video with this question right here, and I got a couple more on this video, and then all the comments I get on this one, if there's more questions, I'll probably do another video and keep on going from there. But I'll end it up with here. This guy asks, have you ever done any MMA training or anything like that in real life, or are you just interested in the sport? I live in a really shitty area where I can't go and do some of the things I want to do. What I've wanted to do ever since I was really little, when I got heavily into wrestling, around like when I said I was in 6th grade and stuff, I've wanted to be a professional wrestler. I think I've got a pretty decent look for it. I'm pretty good at talking and speaking, so I think I could get ahead on that part. I know some of the basics. I live in a bad area where I can't go train MMA. I can't go train wrestling. I don't know, man. There's like a Taekwondo thing around here, but I'm not really into that. I'd like to just go to an MMA gym or something like that. So to answer your question, no, sadly. I'd love to, but I just can't, man. I live in a pretty bummy area for stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys got a little insight on some of the things I think about or what I have to say, and leave a like if you would like to, or like it if you liked the videos, whatever. I don't know how to word that. And I hope you enjoyed. Leave me more questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.